Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. What's up, everybody? BTC Backpacker here with another video for you wonderful people. Man, it's beautiful outside today. Loving this weather. I'm over the winter. I'm ready for the summer or spring. I'm so ready for it. I think we all are. Kids are loving it outside playing. But we're going to get into it with another video. We're going to be talking about sovereign mindset, bridging Bitcoin, and well-being. Sovereign mindset, bridging Bitcoin, and well-being. Now, what does that mean? Backpacker, what are you talking about? Always using these crazy words. Well, here's how those hard money characteristics bridge into a harder way of living. We're bridging Bitcoin characteristics into life. Bitcoin, the bridge, life. How can we relate these? Now, we're going to get into it. We have 12 wonderful topics to cover. Well, number one, as we all well know, is scarcity, the sovereignty of time and code. Scarcity is the 21 million, you know what, market cap of Bitcoin. In life, scarcity is time, ladies and gentlemen. What's the bridge? When you stop trading your labor for a currency that can't be printed infinitely, you stop devaluing your own life. Okay? Protecting your purchasing power is, as we well know, the ultimate act of protecting your future time. It allows you to say no to meaningless work, right? But say yes to what matters. Like homeschooling, right? We could relate to that. Or building a family legacy. Okay. Number 2, divisibility. Intentional minimalism. Divisibility is going to allow you to account for the smallest fraction of Bitcoin. And we all know this. That's a Satoshi. Satoshis are beautiful things. And if you haven't got to your 1 million Satoshi yet, it's time to put in that work, guys. Time to put that work in. Now, what's the bridge? Well, this mirrors the base layer. The base layer philosophy, if you will. By breaking life down into its smallest, most essential unit, whether it's rendering your own beef tallow or DIYing a piece of tech, you regain a granular understanding of how things work. You don't need the whole block of consumerism. You only need the specific units that provide value. Okay. Understand that when we're going over these, you can change these to whatever suits your life. It's not a one size fits all for everybody. Everybody can have different ways to relate Bitcoin to their life, but these are mine. Portability, as we well know. Yep. Freedom of movement and mind. Portability means your wealth isn't tied to a physical location or a vault that you just don't control. Portability, like freedom of travel, right? Freedom of movement, portability. So, backpacker, what's the bridge? Well, this creates a lightness of being, whether you're moving across the country or just clearing out a physical clutter in your home or a shed, right? It's the ability to carry your most valuable assets, your knowledge, your keys, and what? Yep, your value. Internally means you're never a hostage to your environment. It's the ultimate tool for a nomad or a minimalist. Please excuse my throat. Okay? Now, durability. Right? Building for generations. Bitcoin doesn't rot. It's designed to last as long as the internet exists. And we all know if the internet goes down, it's not about money, Bitcoin, or anything else. Guns, ammo, food, water. But the Bitcoin gold bugs, they love to ride the coattails of Bitcoin, and they love to use that as an analogy or an example why Bitcoin will fail. I'll tell you what, internet goes down, the whole world will collapse. But what's the bridge, backpacker? What's the bridge? Well, this shifts your mindset from a disposable to a permanent. In a world of planned obsolescence, obsolete things that aren't meant to last, choosing things like durable goods, right? Right? So it could be something like let me give an example. Something I can relate to is an iPod, 5.5 gen iPod. Own My Media. That will last a decade or more, as it already has. Or a business built on manual labor and reputation. It's a protest against the throwaway culture that we live in. It's about building a foundation that your children can actually inherit. That is powerful. Don't be a consumer. Don't be in that throwaway culture. Pivot. Be the change. And number 5, verifiability. The beautiful, 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 say it with me, ladies and gentlemen, the don't trust, verify lifestyle. You don't need a middleman to tell you a Bitcoin isn't real. You want to know why? Because the math proves it. That's why. The bridge. What's the bridge on this? How do you bridge this over to life mindset ideology? Well, this is the core of self-sovereignty, right? It's the move away from the experts and towards personal proof. Okay? Whether it's verifying the quality of the food you eat, the curriculum your kids learn, like we do in homeschool personally, or the code you run. Living a verifiable life means like you are no longer dependent on the permission or honesty of institutions. Wow. Let that sink in. Now, number 6, fungibility. I love this one. This has got to be one of my favorite ones, because this right here, we're doing it. We're creating it, we're giving it, we're doing it. It's powerful. The value for value standard. Every unit is treated with equal respect and carries the same weight. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, backpacker, how do you bridge this? Well, in relationships and community, which we talk about a lot on this channel, this is value for value. It's about like an honest, transparent exchange where you provide like excellence, like a clean cut lawn, a lawn service, a pressure washing business, car detailing business, right? Whatever you're doing, you receive the fair value in return. It removes like the friction of social politics and replaces it with the flow of mutual respect. Some people that's more important than others. I think it's very important. Value for value. Let the free market decide. Now, censorship resistance, number 7. No person, bank, or government can prevent a transaction from being broadcast and recorded on the ledger. No person, bank, or government can. Well, how are we going to bridge that? This is the ultimate no, guys. It's the ultimate middle finger to overreach. In life, this relates to freedom of speech and freedom of action. It's about like building a life where your ability to provide for your family or share your message, like through YouTube, podcasts, Nostr, or hell, even in person, it's independent on a gatekeeper's approval. So, we're going to go to number 8. Immutability. Now, fiat guys might look at me like I have 3 heads and go, what are you talking about? Let's break it down. On Bitcoin, once a transaction is confirmed, it's written in stone, right? It's stamped into the ledger. It can't be erased, reversed, edited, changed, deleted, whatever you want to call it. It can't. It's there. Now, how do we bridge that? Well, this relates to personal integrity. It's the your word is your bond principle, as we like to use, a handshake model in our life, in the real world. In a world of edit buttons and shifting narratives, as we all know, well, we're not going to get into that on this video. Living an immutable, life means your past actions and commitments have weight. You don't gaslight your own history. You own your history. So, it brings us to number 9. Permissionless. Permissionless. Bitcoin is permissionless, right? Last time I checked. Anyone, anywhere can use the network. Anyone in the world, anyone, anywhere can use the network. Doesn't care about race, color, creed, whatever you want to call it, religion. You don't need to apply for an account or provide an ID. It's there for you to use. So what's the bridge? This is the entrepreneurial spirit. It's the move away from waiting for a boss to give you a job towards starting your own business. It's the belief that you don't need a degree or a license, to start learning, to start creating, to start building value for yourself, your community, for others, your loved ones. That is so strong. Now, number 10, programmability. Programmability. Bitcoin is smart money, right? We know this. It's a lot smarter than fiat. You can write code that dictates exactly when and how it moves, like multi-sig or time locks. And we discussed multi-sig a little bit more than time locks, but time locks are important too. The bridge. This relates to systems and automation. Instead of relying on like willpower every day, you program your life. You set up systems in your life, like your morning routine, right? Or your business workflow, that make the right choices that happen automatically, freeing up your mental energy for high level work. Like your mind is like a data center or a control center, and it's going to dictate and control how it's going to do all these things in a very efficient manner, right? Self-discipline, self-audits, you guys know this. Now, number 11, decentralization. In case anybody didn't know this, Bitcoin doesn't have a CEO. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no 1-800 number. There's no email address. The power is distributed across thousands of independent nodes. So good luck getting a hold of Satoshi Nakamoto to ask him a question. This is where value for value comes in, with individuals that can share value to help you along this journey. What's the bridge? This is resilience through diversification, guys. Why not putting all your eggs in one basket? One job, one city, one grocery store. You become harder to break. It's about being it's like a multi-point. Owning a lawn business, being a creator, homeschooling, so that if one node fails, your family's network stays online. Don't ever put your eggs in one basket. Okay? So, number 12. I love this one. Radical transparency. What the hell are you talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, we call that open source. Every line of Bitcoin's code and every transaction on the ledger is public and auditable by anyone. Anyone can audit it. Here you go. Look at me. Birthday suit on and everything. Well, what's your name? My name's Bitcoin. Yep. I know, I'm kind of a thing and I'm open source. It's powerful. I love it. Open source is the way. Now, what's the bridge, backpacker? It's the authentic life. It's the truth of work. When you're transparent about your process, whether you're showing the reality of your business on YouTube, like we're doing now, sharing our life, okay, or being honest with your kids, you remove the stress of maintaining a facade, a centralized system. You're open source. Open source with your values. Have open source values. And we know this. You fix the money, you fix the world is a common phrase. We hear it every day. But for the individual, mindset, ideology, philosophy, taking Bitcoin and bridging the gap, I like to call this fix the money, fix the mindset. Because it all starts here. That's bridging the gap. Now, I just want to give a shout out to Jerry at Jerry Loves Freedom, my boy, my homie, a very, very dear friend of mine, the Backpacker family. Also the homie, Trent, the Bitcoin technician, doing technical things over there. And me, yours truly, BTC Backpacker. And us three together, Truth to Work podcast. We have live shows every Sunday. I'll put the link in the description down below. If you have any questions, comments, like, subscribe, share the video. It definitely helps out. Definitely doesn't go unnoticed. It's greatly appreciated. And I just want to say thank you to all you wonderful people for giving your time, energy, taking time out of your day to sit here and listen to me ramble and rant and talk my stuff. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I really appreciate it. And I hope this video get your gears turning a little bit and help you understand that Bitcoin isn't just a peer-to-peer cash system. Bitcoin isn't just some numbers. Bitcoin isn't just some thing that came into existence. Bitcoin is more than that. Bitcoin is a lifestyle. Bitcoin is a mindset, a philosophy, an ideology that you can take and incorporate into your life to become a better person. Not only for you, for your kids, for your wife, your spouses, your loved ones, friends and family. And that's powerful. And that's something fiat could never do. So, please like, comment, subscribe down below. Share the video. Love you guys. And until next time, BTC Backpacker here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.